This episode is sponsored by Boris FX Optics. Hey guys, it's Nemanja and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's episode we will continue with our Saga, the Lost City. In my two previous episodes you saw how our heroes found the Lost City and enter inside, what they found inside and so on and so forth. In this episode you will see the ghost chase inside the walls of the Lost City. So basically this photo manipulation that you see here on the screen, today I will show you how I made it step by step. So without further ado, let's jump straight into Photoshop and let the fun begin. Right guys, we are here in Photoshop and this is our background for today. I made this background completely in Blender. It took me several hours, practically one full day, to figure it out what kind of background do I want to have, where to position certain elements, to model everything out and to render it out. It's pretty simple, but it's time-consuming process, so we will not cover that part. What we will do today is I will teach you how to populate this background with all other things. You will learn some amazing tips, tricks and techniques, and also I will use some really cool effects. I will show you something new today that I promised in the previous episode. It was a top secret until today, so stay with me till the end because this will be a really fun episode. Okay, so we have this background. The story continues. Our two protagonists, male and female, are going through the Lost City. And remember the last time there was three different doorways at the end of the scene. They split it up. The male model went to one door, the female model went to another door. So this is the part where the female model came in. So basically we have her right here and I want to put her just here, that she's coming through this dark hallway here. There is another one that is lit and there is big one right all the way back, and she's coming through this one. Also to do that I will first, let's position her somewhere. Again, I have that famous problem, and that's this big light, this big octabox, and this is a dark scene, so I'm thinking to turn this off. We will see later, but for now I'll do like that. Okay, so basically I will position her somewhere here, and also what I need to do, let's make her a bit bigger, something like this probably. Let's see. Yeah, for now, right? And also I will need to make a mask right here. So certain parts I will just fast forward because it's pretty simple and easy. To create a mask right here, I will hide her and I will trace around this doorway. So there is a trick because this is pretty dark and I cannot see anything. Maybe you are now in a video seeing this really nicely, but for me the border between the dark part here and this wooden part here is barely visible because of this light, just because of that. So I will go with the exposure adjustment layer and crank this up. Crank it up like that. All right, perfect. And now I can select everything. So basically there are four different ways how I can do it that came up to my mind right now, but I will use the pen tool. Fast forward this. Okay, and now we have this. We need to turn this into selection, but also to feather this out because you can see the edges are out of the focus because the camera is focusing right here. So this part, we will see the ghost coming out from this doorway. And we will right click and make selection. And here we can change, as you can see, we can change the feather. We can put it more or less, but I think 5 is okay. So let's do 5. And then just go right here. Create a mask by holding Alt or Option key on a Mac and click on a new mask. So here it is. As you can see, it's perfect, really nice, soft transition between the model and this wooden board right there. So I really like it. The dark scene is much better, obviously, but this is really cool to see all the details. Okay, so first of all, the woman is, as you can see, in the smart objects. So that's really cool because we can go to filter and we can go to blur, Gaussian blur, and apply this, and we can always go back and change the value of the smart filter, but we don't need to apply it here. We need to apply it on the layer itself. So filter, blur, blur, Gaussian blur. Okay, So this is too much. We need to do something between this and this. The value of, let's see 2. Not bad, maybe 1.7. Let's leave it for now, and we can always go back and change it just by double clicking here and then change the value. That's the beauty of non-destructive editing with smart objects and smart filters. Okay, I really like this. I will get rid of this, and now the next step is to make her darker. So to do that, we need to use some of the curves, levels, exposure. I will go with exposure, clip it to affect only the model, as you can see right here. And I like to make it really dark, like this back part would be, and then to just mask out these parts. So basically this is a light painting. I have a full tutorial on light painting on the link right there. Check it out if you're new to this. So basically what I will do now, I will fast forward, but I will group this, name it woman, oops, with big O, model, okay. And inside here I will go right there, brush, use really soft brush like this, black color, and I will just make brighter certain parts. So let me show you something before I erase this. So the idea is, let's create a new helper layer that is temporary. I will delete it. Okay, the idea here is that the light is coming right there. See, like this. This is in shadow, but it's also from this torch on the back, but it's also in the light here from this torch, so somewhere here. And this will be, everything here will be lit up from these torches like that, and rest will be darker. So we will do something like that. Okay, so now I will just fast forward this part. Right guys, so this is it. Let me show you the result before and after. So this is before, this is after, before and after. I really like the result. We put her inside this hallway and it's really cool. Now let's do something even more fun. Let's light up these torches, let's make some fire there. And if you remember from my previous episode, I show you how I light up these torches, and there was also animated. It's possibility to be animated, but I couldn't reveal you which software I'm using then because it was top secret. But today is the day that I can actually review and show you that software. It's amazing plugin for Photoshop. You already know what is it. It's Boris FX Optics 2022, the new version. If you're following the channel, you already know that I'm using a lot Boris FX Optics, and I did several videos show where and for what I'm using it, and I also have video dedicated for the software on a link right there. You can check it out. But today I will show you some new things, some amazing things. I'm thrilled about this software because you will see it's game changer for the effects in Photoshop. It's amazing. They're sponsoring today's video. Thank you Boris FX for that, Boris FX Optics for that. But either if they're not sponsoring this video, I will be thrilled again because I really love it. So to use it, I will just make a copy of this background, Ctrl+Command+J, right click and convert to smart object. I'm usually doing this way, but sometimes I can do it without the smart object. So the new version of Boris FX Optics 2022 has amazing things, new particle illusion systems that you can add amazing particles to Photoshop that we will do right now. It has more than 1,700 different particles. It's huge list, you will see. And also it's improved, it's much faster. It's now it's supporting the Mac M1 processors GPUs. So now I'm currently working on MacBook Pro M1 Max, and the Sapphire filters are accelerated in order to be able to support the metal GPU. Everything works fast, amazing. This plugin is, for you guys who don't know, both for Photoshop and Lightroom, so you can use it in the Lightroom too with all the amazing effects. And it's improved, the masking system is improved. There are a lot of particle illusion here. There are some new filters here added compared to previous versions, some new Sapphire filters and so on and so forth. I will not cover everything today, but I will show particle illusion, my currently favorite part. Right, so besides all other things that we can do here, we have panels a little bit differently organized than the previous version, but it's even better. We have particle illusion, and we have different groups here for the particle illusions. As you can see, we have smoke, we have snow, we have space, we have sci-fi, so beam me up, Scotty. And all of these are animated, so let's beam somebody up. We can, of course, make this bigger, smaller, do so many things. You'll see, you'll see. Okay, so what and how I like to do this is, for example, we have sci-fi, and on this side we can choose different sci-fi, but I like to go all the way to the left to complete list. And guys, let me show you. So many of them, so many amazing. You can see that I'm not even half through, but I will go whoop all the way up and let the Photoshop load everything. So actually the voice effects to load everything. So there's some amazing things. And for this, what I want to do, I want to find some either fire. Let me show you fire. And for the fire, we have crazy fire things. Let me show you this one. Let's animate from 0 all the way to, I don't know. You can also, the cool thing about the animation is that you can go to particle illusion separate software. So let me show you really quickly. I can have the whole video dedicated to that, but this is amazing. This is one of my favorite things in Photoshop, plugin for Photoshop, because it's so powerful. First of all, we have a timeline here, similar like in the Premiere Pro or Final Cut or whatever. So you can render this on the black background, or and then use it in for some cinemagraphs, so on still images or wherever you want. So that's cool. Also, we have a lot of different nodes here, and you can add new nodes, and if you're familiar to that, make crazy things here. I will not cover now this. This is just me showing you that this is possible. It's a huge thing. Also, now what I will do, I will not go for the fire, I will go for the torch. And we have different things here. So let's see, torch number 1. And let's zoom this a little bit. This is cool, this looks cool. We need to go here on the right panel, and we can animate this and see how it's going. I really like this one, and I will probably use this one. So I will move this one all the way up here. It's now small, but we'll make it bigger, don't worry. We can now go to composite here and change the opacity. Composite style, we can go with direct, classic, or alpha with apply mode. I will explain you what is it in a moment. We have tint color, we have tint strand, and so on and so forth. And also transformation, we have world or emitter, as you can see right here. So different of these transformation points. And also we have world plus emitter and none. Okay, and then we have particle properties, what we are looking for. So we are looking for the size, also world transformation. Let me show you. We can have a master scale or scale it here. So we can scale it here. We can scale it here also. Let's move it a little bit up. We can rotate it, see, however we want. So I want the fire to go a little bit tilted like this. And that's basically, we can scale it on Y and X axis, so maybe this is cool. And also we can choose a time frame. Which frame do I like? Maybe this one. And now the composite style, we can just go like this and apply it and have it on this layer in Photoshop, or oops, I want this. Or we can go and have alpha plus apply, and here what we can do, we can change different layer modes. So as you can see right here, if I scroll through them, like in Photoshop, different layer mode. If you go to the none, you will render it like this. If you go to a normal, you have black smoke. I really like this light, where is it? Scale screen. It's really cool. Looks really cool for this. but also if you go to none and apply it in Photoshop, it will apply like this, and then you can put it in different blending mode and use it like that. But I will go with the direct classic and use it like this. Then I will just go and add a little bit of the tint. So we can go and add some color like this. Perfect. And you can see it's a little bit more warm, and we can control the tint. If you like it like this, more cartoonish, pretty cool. If you like it like that, I will just add a little bit of the tint like this, and then go right here, create either a new layer and create a new one, or what I can do is make a copy of this layer. So duplicate layer and move it right there behind, and also we need to make it smaller. So for that, let's go to world transformation, master scale. Let's go like this. And also what I want to do is to choose different time, because I don't want them to be exactly the same. So remember, you can animate this and put it on your photo as cinematograph and put it on Instagram or wherever you want, like it's animated. So they're different, really cool. And now guys, I will just say apply and do like that. But before that, let's create a new layer. Let me show you something. There's so many other things that you can do here. So let's go and find some smoke. Or mist or whatever. Let's go with the smoke, for example. And here, as you can see, we have some amazing smokes here. We can go and scale it a lot. I'm now experimenting, doing this first time, and see what we can do. The amazing thing is this. So we can add like a mist. We can change particle properties, we can change light, we can change this velocity, weight, we can change a lot of things here. Just choose different effects. See this one, it's crazy. This is like really dense smoke here, really cool. There's so many cool things, some explosions, some fires. So this is amazing, because for the effects in Photoshop, now you can have this, so many different effects, and also it's animated. Let me show you. If I want to have some kind of rockets, this thing, let's see what it's doing. So 0, and then wow, it's going up and making some mess. There's so many amazing things here. Let's see this. See? So depends on what are you doing. We have amazing fireworks if we want to put fireworks, etc. But you got a point, guys. Particle illusion, amazing non-destructive way to add effects in Photoshop. And also I don't want this right now, so delete this layer. Okay, and we can just say apply right here, and in a moment we are back in Photoshop with all of these effects. Let's see. Wow. So before and after, we like this, added these flames on the torch, and we can also, as I already said, animate. So if you want to use this plugin, if you want to try it out, if you want to purchase it, whatever you want to do with this, you have 15% discount if you use my coupon code right here with the link down there in the description. So check it out, try it for a certain period of time, and then if you want to purchase it, it's amazing. Trust me, guys, I'm very thrilled about it. Use my coupon code to get a little bit of discount and also enjoy it. Let me know down there in the description if you're using Boris FX from before. What do you think about it? Are you thrilled about this new version? And I really like to see your impressions about this. All right, now let's go back to the video. Okay, now we have everything here. Let's group everything right there. Control Command G, name this background. And now what I like to do, I like to add this ghost here because he's chasing the people here. So we have the ghost. I will right click, flip horizontal, and I will put him that is coming actually from this hole right there. So a little bit bigger like that. And again, we need to do the same thing that we did with the girls. So we can go right here, make everything brighter, but not that bright. Maybe like this, perfect. And then hide the ghost. And I want to put it over the top of everything. Okay, and what I also like to do is to make the selection of this. So in this case, we can go and use a quick selection tool, for example. Let's see if this will work here. So this is working for now. Perfect. And let's try this upper part. That's cool. So this is working perfectly. Also, we need to cover this. So I will go with the Q and go with the brush, make the brush smaller, and just go and paint the inside here. So I'm pressing Q for a quick mask. If you didn't know that, it's an amazing way to just press again Q and you have it as a selection. And this is really cool. So I will go right here to the model. This is Ghost, right? And I will Alt or Option on a Mac, click here, and this is it. Perfect. So it's almost perfect. We need to get rid of this part. Select it using lasso tool, then just fill it with a black, Alt or Option key and backspace. And also let's clean up this a little bit. I didn't make a proper selection there. So let's see. Oh, it's almost there. It's almost there. So I will leave it. I will actually do it manually with the brush. So something like it's coming through there. Not bad. Let's see if I will leave it like that, or I will leave it like that. Okay, so maybe I can move it a little bit down. Yeah, something like this. Why not? And then just fix the selection right here, and we are done. Perfect, we are done. Okay, that's cool. Now we need to turn him into a ghost. Now it's a statue, it's a skeleton statue, as you can see. And to turn it into a ghost, really easy, guys. You already know what I will do. I will go right here and put it in some blend mode. So I will go either to linear dodge, color dodge, or screen. This is cool too, lighten, but I will go to color dodge. I really like it, but I will change the color because I don't want to be orange, I want to be blue, so the opposite color of orange. So we will go with hue and saturation, clip it to affect only the ghost, and colorize. Then just change the color to the blue and change the saturation, maybe brightness. You can do it here however you want. And also what we forgot to do is to uncheck this. So now it's much better. It's really cool moody scene. So let's see. The bluish tone, really nice. I really like it. Let's group this, name this ghost. And that's pretty cool. We can add a glow around the ghost. So to add a glow, we'll go right here. And you already know how to do a glow. I have a lot of tutorials and also a playlist dedicated to glow. Put it in color dodge blending mode. This is a simple one. And I will use a bluish tone, darker, and with soft brush, just paint like this. And that's it. It's a little bit glowing. Why not? It's really nice. So before and after, just add a little bit of the effect. If this is too much, you can just erase from some portion of it. You can do the same for the torches. We will do that later. All right, so this is pretty cool. The ghost is coming out from this hallway. It's chasing for people, and when the ghost is on somebody, the bad things happens. You will see what happened to other people who went here. Hopefully it will not happen to our female model. So we will do some other things. We will add some skeletons here. So we have this one. I will go outside the ghost group, and this skeleton right there, let's hide the ghost, will be actually on this wall right here. So all of these elements are from Envato elements. You already know that I'm using that a lot. So I will just put it here like this. And then let me show you a cool trick how to make impression that is actually skeleton on the back wall. How to make impression that actually this skeleton is there in this misty, foggy part of the scene. Now it's totally off this. So first of all, I will put it behind the ghost. So like this, below this. That's first thing. Second thing, I don't want this to be affected so much by the lights and everything of the ghost. So I will go to the skeleton, mask, and just mask out these parts a bit. Like he's actually all the way behind. So, and for all of these, it takes some time, so you need to be patient. I will now rush a little bit, but I will show the point behind this. So that's cool. That's one thing. Then we need to put it, not be so contrasty, and put it in the fog part. So to do that, let's create a new layer. B for brush, Alt or Option key to sample this color. We can always change the color and fill it with that color. So, oops, not this, but Alt and backspace. That's cool. Clip it to affect only the skeleton. I don't like the color too much. So why? Well, because it's affected by the ghost glow. So I will go with this color and now fill this, Alt or Option with the backspace, and now it's much better. And what we need to do is just lower the opacity. That's it. See? See how simple is this? This is before, this is after. It's already there in the mist. It's how to say, contrasted. It's lowered the contrast and everything. It's really cool. So let's go back with the ghost. I really like it. So it's just barely visible there. There also it needs to be blurred because that wall is out of the focus, obviously. So let's go here, filter and blur, Gaussian blur, and let's see. Looks pretty cool. Maybe 2. Let's see. Pretty cool. It's not so visible, so let's go here with 75. I don't know, 75, a little bit better, and let's move him somewhere. Let's see, like this. So maybe here. He is a detail. It doesn't need to be so visible. So maybe here or something like this. Yeah, why not? So you guys probably already understand why making this photo manipulation took so long. Obviously the Photoshop part is also taking a while because see, so many things, so many details. Right, some things I will just skip and put it in and show you the final version, but these things I want to show you how it's done because it's so cool to know that and to implement it in your own work. And it's really easy, actually. You just need to invest your time and see this part with the mist, the fog part. It's really simple and easy, but maybe you didn't know about that. Okay, the next thing is to add different lighting to the skeleton. So we need to make some part of the skeleton darker. I will use exposure layer because the light is coming from that direction, and basically this part of the skeleton will be darker. So guys, I will just paint a light here and again fast forward this and come back soon. So okay, so it's okayish. Before and after, it's already difference, but we need to add a shadow too. So I will go with the shadow all the way behind here. Shadow. This is not how I spell it. Oops. This is it, and I will put it into multiply blending mode and choose some dark tone from here. And again, I will hide the ghost and use this color and just go right there and paint some cool shadow. Just a little bit. See? Nothing fancy. Just, and also I will reduce the opacity of this because this should be just a hint that there is a shadow. So I can either go with layer mask and just paint with the black, or just lower the opacity. But for this purpose, this looks cool. This looks pretty cool. It's pretty believable. So let's bring back the ghost and a little bit lower the opacity. Okay, and that's it. This is really nice. It's all the way back there, small detail, not bad. I really like it. So let's add a few more things now. Okay, we will add this skeleton right there. Of course, it's too small, like this, right? I will put it out of everything and put it above the ghost. So make a group, Control Command G for new skeletons. So skeleton, the middle. Okay, with J. I'm not good typer today. What I made here in the middle. Okay, so this is it. This is our skeleton, and what I want to do here is just to Control Command T and right click and flip horizontal and put it somewhere here. Okay, something like that. And now I will not do everything in a real time because it takes a while. I will fast forward, but the idea is exactly the same. I will just go and use exposure, adjustment layer, clip it to affect only that, make this skeleton darker. So I want to make it as dark as the darkest part it will be, so like that. And then use a brush, really soft one, and just slowly build up the scene. So we have a torch coming from this, so this part will be bright, this part will be bright, and you got a point. We have the torch from that side, and some parts there will be bright. Also there will be shadow here from the fingers and so on and so forth. It takes a while to make this, but you need to do it. So I will just do it and come back with the finished product, to say like that. Okay, see you in a second. Okay, so this is it. It was really a second for you guys. For me, it was much longer. So let me show you what I did here. So this is it. This is him. We have this guy right there. So I use the exposure, adjustment layer, and then with the mask, as you can see, this is how the mask looks. I paint everything out. Then I use the curves to make some parts even darker. So curves, a little bit darker, and then added a shadow behind everything. So this is it. This is before and this is after. It's really, really cool. I really like it. And like this, I've added a few other elements. So I will show you one really cool trick before I added a few more elements. So let's add another skeleton or He-Man skeleton. So let's see. Let's add again this one. Let's add again this one. I need to put it up and make it bigger. So I want this one to be somewhere here, optionally like this. I want to show one really cool trick. So if you want to move this guy or anything else, any object in perspective, but properly, what you need to do is to find that horizon line. So how to find horizon line? Well, this is really easy. You just need to follow all these. Let me just show you all these lines, and where these lines intersect. See these lines, where they intersect, like here. This is our horizon line. So I made a mess here. So like this is our horizon line. Okay, so why I'm telling you this? Because let me show you a really cool thing. If you go with Command or Control T and move this middle point to this intersection part, and now holding Alt or Option key, voila, see how these chain holders are sliding on the wall properly, see? And also the size is proper. So if you want to put it here, it will be this size. If you want to put it here, it will be this size. Here, different places, different sizes, whatever that means. So this is it. It's really simple and easy. So one really cool thing, one really cool trick to know for free. You can leave me a like for this if you like this trick. Just support this channel. All right, so now again I will do the same thing that I did with this skeleton and come back in 1 second. Okay, so here it is. What I did actually is I did several things, so let me show you. Let's go here. So we have again just basically three things. This is it. I position it differently in different place, and I use exposure to make it darker, and with the layer mask I revealed some parts that I want to be brighter. Also added a shadow behind him, and also added a Gaussian blur because obviously this is a out of the focus part, so he needs to be out of the focus, and this is it. This is really cool. Also we can add few more things here, few more details, but this is the basics. So I will probably add several things, and I will probably show that in the beginning of the video, my final result. So you already saw what I will add here, but for now I will finish with this in this moment of time and merge everything together into one final layer. Shift Control Alt E or Shift Command Option in a Mac, right click, and let's say convert to smart object. And one more time, let's go to filter, Boris FX Optics 2022, and let's play with few effects. I will show you some option things that you can do. So I don't want to load previous filters. You can go with light, you can go with lens distortion actually, and a lot of you guys ask me how I make this chromatic aberration effect, so this is it. Let's zoom here. So distortion, we can make distortion. Also we can make green, magenta. Let's see. And this is it. You can see here in the model we have this green magenta tint that I'm usually doing at the end of my photo manipulations because I love this. I love this effect. So here we have it here on this guy. So I will do that, but at the very end, after I apply almost all the effects. So this is one thing. Also what I like to do is to add a different color grading. So you can do here with the Film Lab. There are so many film simulations that you can use, and every single of these you can transform it here. Add a different negative film and different print film. You can change different values, add a glow, change a glow. I forgot to show you that there is a glow for the particles too. I will show you that. So you have so many different presets here, and also different one here, different looks that you can change, etc., and transform it however you want to suit your needs. So you just need to scroll and see. There's so many things. Okay, so also gradient tints, etc., different ones here. Right, let's go to particle illusion. Let me show you that that really cool thing that I forgot. So for example, we have something. Let's add a smoke, or let's add one more flame. Okay, so torch. Let's add this one. Don't move it. Just add it. It's here. So let me show you. If, for example, we want to add torch somewhere here, if she is holding a torch, whatever, let's pretend that she is. We have the glow also here. We have the particle properties, voltage, and everything that I show you, but we have the glow, and we can have the glow on, and you can see that not just that, but all our things, bright things are glowing. That's amazing. But also we can go here and change the glow color, maybe to something more orange. So it is, or something even more orange reddish. So here, more orange. Really cool. We can change the glow intensity, as you can see. We can change the radius of the glow, which is really cool. And the threshold. So the bigger threshold, the more brighter parts will just glow. Lower threshold, everything will practically glow. But one really cool thing is that we can go and let me show. If we want to composite this, alpha plus apply mode, you have a new option here. You can apply glow to the whole composition or the particles only. So this glow will be applied only to this particle right here. And that's amazing because you can have separate controls for each particle. I really like that. So I don't want to add a glow right now. Also, one really cool thing is that, let me see where it is. It's okay, here's the style. You can go with Sapphire auto paint filter, so you can turn it into paint with Van Gogh style and few other styles, but I will show you how you can really easily change this. So maybe you want this frequency to be higher. So we have this really cool brush strokes. Also the stroke length can be smaller or bigger. Also this is like Van Gogh, and it's really cool. So you can make a lot of cool things here. Also the colors, the smooth, the seed, and you can sharpen it. Do a lot of crazy things here, guys. So let's go. Let's see if this can go with 300. Yeah, and this can go maybe to 20. This is not bad. So like we have like a rough painting style in seconds, and you have so many other cool things. You can just explore it. I cannot show everything else, but this is the infinite zoom, the thing that I was trying to replicate in my earlier Photoshop days. So now you can have this and see, you can go with this really cool infinite zoom. Wow. And you can have fun with that, and also all the other settings here. You can really make some really cool art for YouTube, for Instagram, for Facebook, for whatever you want, just using this filter. All right, now let's go back into Photoshop and let's finish our photo manipulation for today. Okay, so we have it as a smart object. I will go to filter and camera filter, and here we will just do some color corrections and I will show you the final result. Alright guys, so after some tweaking and adding even more elements to the image, I merged everything in one layer, went back to Boris FX Optics to add the grain, to add the chromatic aberration, and this is the final result. I really hope that you like all the details here, that you appreciate the time I invested to show you everything here. So let me know down there in the comment section, what do you think about this artwork, what do you think about the Boris FX Optics, and again, if you want to get it, you can follow the link down there in the description and also use my coupon code to have additional discount. Alright guys, that would be it for today. Have fun experiment. See you next week in next fun episode. Bye bye.